Is my screen visible?
Yes, Raj.
The PPT. Okay. So yeah, today we'll see the outbound. Okay, outbound processes. Govardhan, all inventory part is clear. Like cycle counting and replenishment was the major thing we discussed. Hello, Govardhan.
Yeah, it's Rajiv.
Okay, okay. So today we'll start the outbound process. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
outbound is nothing but whatever going out from your warehouse. Okay. So all the processes which are related to the sending material out from your warehouse. Okay. So in this we will see the sales order creation, how we will create the sales order. We'll see how we can fulfill those sales order. Okay, by running waves, and we will allocate it. We'll again see the allocation rule and task template again. Okay. And then we'll also see like how we'll pick the those allocated material by using picking task. We'll stage that material. Okay. Then we'll also see customer sales order. There's one customer sales order, and there's return sales order. So at any point of time, if customer returns some material, okay, which you already shipped, so how we can take into that in that material in your warehouse. So we'll see that return sales order. Then we will also see the interfacility transfer sales order. Okay, interfacility transfer sales order. Then we will see the kitting orders. Have you ever heard about like assembly disassembly? Hmm? So if there's a assembly process, if you are doing in your warehouse or maybe in your operating unit, okay, organization kind of, so though we can do a kitting orders. Okay, we can kit some material to create a parent item. Okay, and then we can ship that material. Okay, so as to fulfill this outbound process, we will go through for these configurations: order type, task template, wave template, allocation mode. Okay, we'll see these all configurations. Okay, so this is the high level view of the sales order. I mean the outbound process. First we will create the sales order. Okay, then we will fulfill it with running wave. Okay, we can run wave through manual wave or wave template. Once it is run, then system will allocate the sales order. Okay, and it will create a picking task. Okay, once it is once it is allocated, we will get the picking task. Then we will fulfill the I mean we will execute the picking task. Okay, and we will pack the OBLPNs. Okay, those are outbound LPNs. Just like inbound IBLPNs, we will have some outbound OBLPNs. Okay, so once the OBLPNs are packed, then we will stage those OBLPNs, and then we will load those OBLPNs in your outbound load. Once it is loaded, then next thing is you can ship the load, and you can send vehicle out from the warehouse. Okay, so this is a high level view. Okay, so first thing we will see is how you can create a sales order. Okay, so there are two ways you can create it, directly from your directly from your UI, or you can create it through the interface. Okay, I'll just show you how you can create it from UI. This is a screen where you will create a sales order. So these are all internal orders, right? So we can just skip those. There's no sales order here. Oh, there are few. Okay. Okay. So here you can create a sales order. Okay. So how you can create a sales order? You can just click to plus button. Let's say order number uh, SOT1. Okay, this is the order number I want to create. Then I'll select the order type. Okay, we'll see how we can create a sales order type. Okay, so as per the order type, okay, as per the order type, the information that you want to fill up here, that will change. Okay, hello, you got this?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. So if it is a sales order, you need to give some other info. Okay, so like if it is a sales order, so it will be like you will ship it to the customer, right? So it will need a customer details, right? So yeah, and if it is a inter facility order, okay, so for inter facility order, you will need a warehouse details, the next warehouse. So it is like you will need a facility details, the next facility that you are going to ship it, right?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yes. So see, if I select a sales order, now you see here destination company it is showing. If I select a warehouse transfer, you see destination facilities coming. Okay, so that's how it will work. Okay, so I'll select a sales order. So it will be like customer order. So custom, okay, destination company. I'll just put it star. Okay, I'll put it star only. Okay, you have to obviously only put it star because you are not um you are not I mean you are not sending this to any of the company that is within your warehouse. Okay, if it is so, then you will select the company. Company is nothing but your child company. Okay, so if it is a warehouse transfer, then you will select a company. Okay, so now next thing, customer details. Okay, so customer details, you will see here PO number, destination department, and the customer name and address. Okay, these are mandatory. So only customer name and address. Okay, so customer name like, okay, address, okay, some phone number. This is not mandatory though. Okay, now there are four dates here. Expiry date, when this order will get expire. Okay, required ship date, this is mandatory one only. Okay, on what date you will ship this order, start and stop ship date. Okay, I'm just giving a mandatory date. Okay, now here there are few more details about customer. Okay, if you want you can fill it. Okay, and then you have some ship to detail. Okay, so if you worked on order management, then for creating an order, okay, uh, you need a two custom, means you need a two address, one is bill to and one is ship to. Okay, the one that you are giving here, this is bill to address. Okay, and this is the ship to address. You got this?
But usually these things should default from the customer master, right?
Yes, so we don't have customer
Just
creation
creation. Huh?
and master here. No, yes, yes. Yes.
Mhm.
So, what happens if you are integrating this with the like order management? Na? So, at every order, for every order, you will put these details.
Okay.
Will fetch, yeah, it will fetch that, okay, from the order management, and it will come here as a, um, these are all like free fields.
Yeah.
There's no,
Yeah.
yeah, customer master, bill to ship to, nothing. uh, so these are all the details you will fill it while creating a sales order only. Okay, so these are the ship to details. Now, here there are few mandatory things. Yeah, you can set the priority. Okay, so that system will, prior the picking task and shipment of that. I mean, staging and all the processes. Okay, at every processes, system will show this order stuff. Um, at in RF you will see the tasks and OBLPNs to stage. It will show you prior. Okay, so it will show you, like, at, early numbers. You see that in RF it lists out, right? So you'll see those tasks and all at early numbers. Okay, in the beginning only. So then there's a route. Okay, so route is like, it will come from order management only if you are integrating. Okay, or you can put it manually what route you are using. Okay, it could be number, or it could be like, a code. Okay, so you can put the route. Okay, and as per this route, your orders will get clubbed. Okay, so let's say, uh, I have, Mumbai to Pune. Okay, route number is Mumbai to, means route is Mumbai to Pune. Okay, so if I am select means if I am creating 10 orders with this route. Okay, and once I pack these 10 orders, it will club into one single load. Are you getting? It will club into one single load. Why it will happen? Because all the orders will go into same route. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It will go into one single load, and it will create a one outbound load for those 10 orders. Okay, if you want, you can split that load, or you can create a different load also. Okay, we'll see that later how you can create it. But yeah, you just need to understand what is route here. Okay, so you can give it manually, or you can take it from the interface. Now next thing is, yeah, special interest instruction, you can put it. Okay, then if you're using a carrier, okay, then carrier account number, payment method. Okay, these things will be mandatory. No, not mandatory, but yeah, you can interface it. Okay, host allocation number, these are some custom fields you can use. Okay, then gift message. Okay, PO type, these all details will be, and custom details are, there are many custom fields. You can populate whatever required info as per your business. Okay, you can just change a little and you can put it here. Okay, okay, this shipping block flag is there. At any point of time, if you don't want to ship that material, sorry, that order for a specific period. Okay, for specific period, then you can flag this shipping block. Okay, and once you block this, okay, then no one can ship this sales order. I'll tell you one scenario from one of my project. What they're doing, unless and until the GDD, or the outbound documents gets print out for that sales order, they keep this sales order at shipping block status. Once they print out that document, there is one trigger. Okay, so once they complete that printout, then from host system that trigger will come, that this is the documents has been print out. And then the shipping block, this gets changed by interface. So that's how you can use the shipping block button. Okay, so it will block the shipping for that sales order. You cannot ship that sales order. Okay, so there are a few more carrier details. Okay, then ERP source header reference. So this could be your header ID. Okay, source system name. Okay, then again parcel number. Okay, transport system shipment number. Okay, and group reference, this is again a same thing if you're using some TMS or maybe OTM kind of thing. Okay, so these are all details on sales order. Okay, there are very few mandatory details, though we covered the like required things. Okay, so once you fill those details, you can save this. It will create a header only. Okay, yeah, that's one more field, shipwire. Okay, ah, shipwire. So shipwire is, if you're using a transporter. Okay, so could be like UPS or FedEx is your transporter. Okay, you can select that shipwire. Okay, and you will use that shipwire here. Okay, I mean, you will create that shipwire and you will use that shipwire here, and then you can, system will use it while outbound, while clubbing the sales orders together. Okay, so these are the details on sales order. Okay, this is just a header. Give me a moment, guys. I'll just come in a minute on. Sorry, guys. Uh, okay, so we just created a header part. Okay, so this was just a sales order header. So now we will see what are the detail level of the sales order. Okay, so you can just go into detail. Here you will see what item, what is the order quantity, what is the inventory attributes or maybe cost. Okay, some cost field you can fill up. Okay, so you can put the item. Okay, what item we have. Mm, okay, I'll say 5 quantity. Now there are few more things here. Okay, um required LPN number. Okay, if you're populating this, then system means you want this to be allocated from this LPN only, from this pallet number only. Okay, so system will try to allocate this material from this LPN and this pallet only. Okay, then there's a specific lot number. Okay, so if you want to, I mean, this there's a lot number field. If you populate this field, then system will try to find the same lot. Okay, similar, I mean, same will happen if you populate the attribute, any of the attribute. System will try to system will try to allocate the stock with matching attribute value. Okay, so these are all the required details that you can fill in sales order. Okay, so there are few more cust fields. There are everywhere, there are many cust fields, so you can populate the extra information if the business require. Okay, then cost details are there, price is there, shipment number is there, so system can validate from the specific shipment. If you want to allocate, then you can populate this. Okay, and these are all cust fields. Okay, and I feel, yeah, this is also important one, minimax shipping tolerance. Okay, at any point of time, if the item is in UOM, like liter or kg. Okay, then you cannot pack it with the same quantity, so there should be a tolerance. Okay, so you can keep that shipping tolerance here, minimax. Okay, and there's one more important field is ERP source line reference. So this could be your if you say EBS na, there's order detail line ID. Okay, so that line ID you can put. Okay, so these are some mandatory details on a sales order detail. Okay, once you fill it,
Rajiv,
you
that
can just
voucher number is what?
save this.
Rajiv,
Which one?
voucher number
Where
where
it
it will
is?
be used.
Oh,
Yeah,
voucher number.
and
Ah,
voucher amount.
this is. Give me a moment. If they have used literals, I'm not sure if these are seeded fields, but yeah, let me check. Ha. Okay, this is seeded field. This is just a extra information. I'm not sure if someone wants to use it. I never used it.
I think it
Maybe.
is invoice,
Okay.
maybe invoice,
So this is
invoice number, invoice amount.
uh, invoice. Huh? Okay.
That is what I feel.
Okay. Okay. It's maybe. Uh, okay. But
Or
yeah,
any
I
kind
never
of
used it.
advance amount we are expecting from the customer right before
Huh.
shipping the
That,
material.
yeah, that could be a part. Yeah, advance amount, which you can use it again while billing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So these were details in sales order. Okay, detail. Okay, now we will see few more buttons. I mean, the buttons that we have on sales order header and detail. Okay, so on header, if you want to create a bulk edit, okay, then you can, you know it is not like you will select the multiple sales order and it will update those. It will again go one by one only, but yeah, you have a header and detail field, you know uh, in a same screen. So that's why it is easy to update the sales order and to create multiple records. Okay, so this is how you can bulk edit. This is the header detail and this is the detail level of info, you see. Okay, this is how you can bulk create and edit. Okay, then packing slip. Okay, so this is kind of one web report. This will create a packing slip, and okay, so this will only generate if that packing slip is attached to the that packing slip attached to the web report. Okay, this is not attached, I guess. We will see this once we will cover the web report. Okay, then I will show you how we can attach the web report to these buttons. Okay, now next thing is print labels. We can create some labels. We already discussed, right? Label designs, we will design a label and we will attach it from label templates. So for order, you see, this order label we need to define and we need to attach it. Okay, for this order. Okay, then once it is done, then you can print the order labels. Okay, from here, print labels. Then recalculates order status at any point of time. If order status is stuck, so it is not changing. Okay, then you have a manual refresh of that order status. So it will recalculate this order status. Okay, you just put the password and it will recalculate. It will again check the all the information about that order, and it will again recheck for the status. If it is correct, which is updated one, what happens, you know if you are picking na if you are picking the sales order, and while picking, if network, if there's any network issue, okay, and you forgot to pack those oblpns, okay, then that task gets break into the middle, and it will show like task in progress. Okay, and that then status won't change here. So it will be like allocated only or in packing order status. So you need to complete that task, or you can change, or you can again recalculate the order status for that oblpns. Then once you do that, it will say oblpns packed. Okay, but it will not change the order status here. So again you need to manually recalculate the order status. So this is kind of, manually you are refreshing the status for order. The same button is there in oblpn. So you are doing manually refresh of the status for order and oblpn. Okay, why this is happens? Because if there's you know any process cuts into the middle, or there's any issue while transacting the sales order, or maybe you're picking oblpn, then it happens. Okay, then send to carrier. Okay, if you want to share these details with the carrier, okay, so there is a interface. Then you can interface the sales order to the carrier. There is output response it will generate, and you will share you can able to share the details of the sales order to carrier. It could be like your FedEx, or UPS. If you're using parcel manifesting, then you can use same you can same this manifest is also same button. Okay, you can manifest these details to carrier. Okay, then create ASN. If you ship the sales order, okay, and if you want to create a return shipment for this sales order, at any point of time, if customer return the sales order, okay, then whatever material that you ship, you can able to create a sales order. Okay, you can also take it to different facility. Whatever facility you want, you can take it in. Okay, so because let's say you have multiple facilities all over the India, and your customer is at northeast, you ship it from Pune, let's say. Okay, but now the cost will be higher if you want to return, you if you want to receive it back to Pune. So you can receive it to the nearby facility. Okay, so that's why in what facility you can receive.
So
Okay,
ASNs are using for only for returns, huh?
no, ASN is like
Inbound
your
shipping note, right?
ha ha ha. So this will create an inbound shipment.
Yeah.
So whatever quantity that you ship, system will system will create an inbound shipment for that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and that will receive in a selected facility. You can also apply a lock code, because there there must be some issue. That's why customer have rejected that material, right? So
You,
could be.
you mean, see, the concept here is you mean you ship the material to the customer
ah,
and customer found some kind of damage, then he
ah,
is returning that one, right?
right.
When you're returning, why you are creating ASN? I'm not understanding here.
Okay, when
Uh,
it is returning, how system will understand you need to create an inbound shipment?
okay, for that.
Otherwise, you need to create a new inbound shipment manually or via interface. But if you're
Okay.
using standalone WMS, what you can do is you can just select the shipped sales order, and you can use this create ASN button. Okay, and if you submit this, then system will create a new inbound shipment. Okay, like this one. Okay, I'll do it. Create cartoonized shipment. This will be, like, it will create a cartoons. I mean, it will create that IBLPNs and everything will be packed there. Okay, if I submit this, system will create a one sales order, sorry, one inbound shipment. You see, this is created now. It is in transit, the one LPN. Okay, this is the OBLPN that we shipped. This OBLPN we shipped. Okay, this is again coming as a IBLPN. Why this is coming as a IBLPN? I said cartoonized shipment, so system have checked what was the OBLPN that we shipped. The same OBLPN system have put it here. Okay, this is the item, one quantity, everything is same. Got this? This is how system will create a inbound shell orders, and then you can receive it within your facility. If you want to see this detail part, you see this is the item. If you want to see the OBLPN that you shipped, this is the OBLPN. Now this is coming as IBLPN because I said cartoonized shipment. So whatever LPN that we shipped, system have taken it as a IBLPN. Okay. So this is how it will work.
No, you did for the existing order, right? Not for our order.
Yes. Existing one.
Mm.
Existing but shipped order.
Oh, okay. Yes, are there, Raju here?
Sorry.
Suppose if we create, now what and all statuses we have for the order, like creation, then
Ha.
shipment.
Yeah. I'll 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 go through that too. Okay. So these were the buttons we have. I don't see any. Okay, you can again set route. Okay, and you can also reset the parcel shipment number. If you get the shipment number from parcel manifesting, then you can reset it. You can also remove personal information on the sales order. Okay, could be a contact details and these things. Okay, so yeah, and one more thing is, okay, I'll show you some detail part what are the things that we have here. Okay, if it is a parent item, then you can convert it to pre-pack items. Just like if I get a fan sales order, then I can convert it to the pre-pack item. So child items, it can, the one line will split into the all the child lines, I mean child item lines. Okay, brick pre-packs the same. Okay, and then externally pre-pack, sorry, external load plan number. So if you use a TMS, transport management system, okay, then it will, it will come with the external load, so you can plan the load. Load is nothing but your outbound shipment. Okay, you can plan your load in TMS. Okay, and you will get a external plan load number from TMS. Okay, so the thing is required pallet number, external plan load number, external. Ha, you see this field, external planning load number. This will come from TMS. Okay, If it is populated, okay, then you can, and if you don't want to use this plan load number, then you can reset it. Okay, if you're using a parcel manifest number, then you will use this, you can interface the parcel shipment number. Okay, and if you don't want to use the parcel shipment number, then you will reset it. Okay, so there are two things you can do. You can go with the parcel manifesting, which is like FedEx and UPS. Okay, then FedEx and UPS will give the shipment numbers, their shipment number. Okay, that will interface to sales order. Okay, and if you are using a TMS, then transport management system, just like OTM. Okay, OTM will share us the plan load number. Okay, and at any point of time, if you want to reset that plan load number, then this button will use. Okay, so all sales order header and detail level part is clear. So we'll move to some other configurations. We'll see the sales order type, how we can configure a sales order type. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Raju, one more question.
Yeah.
So are you going to show little bit interfaces? So like, suppose,
uh,
is there any chance?
yes, 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 yes. I will show you from, I will, I'll use the postman. Okay, I'll use the
Mm-hmm.
postman, and I will show you how you can, create a API, and you can post, or you can get some information from the WMS.
Oh,
I'll show you a few types of API, so you can post something. Okay, or you can get few values from it. Okay,
mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll show you that too.
But for this one, like, it
Huh?
may not be a standalone, right? Most of the time, WMS.
Most of the time, yeah, most of the time it will be integrated only. Standalone
So whenever,
WMS, previously
uh,
previously many of businesses were using standalone WMS, but nowadays it is, I mean,
integration.
everywhere it is integrated.
But whenever integration is there, definitely, in order to move data from here to there, inbound, outbound, definitely we require a technical resource, right?
No, no, technical research here, we don't have technical, um I mean,
I mean to say, like, yeah, suppose, let's say
technical
you
and
wanted to, sorry, your voice is breaking.
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes, what you were saying.
No, I'm saying when you wanted to make an inbound, like, when you wanted to send our inventory information from WMS to host system, host to here,
Uh-huh.
definitely the technical resource essential will be there, right? They are going to build a what do you call the logic, right? I mean to say like interfaces, right?
Yes, so there will be only one person who, or
Still,
maybe a team from OIC. Functional guy only has to work. From WMS side, if there are, if they want to build interfaces, functional guy have to work only. There's no technical, means there's no separate technical person they will hire, as far as I have seen. So functional guy have to take those things up only, because
responsibility.
there's very less technical part here. There's very less technical part. So I'll show you that also not that complex. You will get the API guide. I'll show you that API guide also. Okay, so there are like fixed APIs and fixed interfaces. You have
Okay,
very less chance of customization. Okay, so you have like, whatever fields that you have, the custom fields, that only you can populate, and then you can map it to the host system, maybe a ERP. Okay, and you can can do some customization in OIC. Okay, you can do some calculation or maybe some mapping in OIC, and you can fetch the data and you can just put it to the host system, or maybe ERP. Okay,
Oh,
so I will show you that part too. Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I think mixing up together, so that's why I'm not. I kept that last. So once we complete outbound and web reports, we will see the interfaces in and out. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have created a sales order and now it is ready for fulfillment. Okay. So before going ahead, I'll show you the sales order types. Okay. How you can create a sales order types in the order types. Okay. So you see, this is a screen where you will create a sales orders. Okay. Okay. Now, mandatory details are only order type and description. Okay, but these things you can use. Okay, so if this is a sales order, okay, then you need to allocate it through flag. I mean, so through wave run. So we have wave template. We already discussed yesterday, right? So we will create a wave template and we will run it for a allocate means for allocation and picking task generation. Okay, if you want to wave run for that sales order, then you will use this wave flag. If you want to allocate that sales order manually during picking directly, okay, then you can use this allocate during pick flag. Okay, allocate during pick flag you will use. When you will use this flag, if you don't want to run a wave, and if you want manual allocation from the user. Okay, this will be a kind of manual allocation, right? You are allocating during picking. Okay, so these are two flags we have for allocation. Okay, and then there's a facility order. So if it is a interfacility transfer orders, then you can use this flag. Interfacility orders, you can use this flag. Then flow through flag. Have you ever heard about crosstalk? We discussed this in inbound, right? Cross docking. But I said we will cover this process of cross docking once we do outbound. Okay, so cross docking is like if we don't have a stock on hand for that sell for that ordered inventory. Okay, and we are expecting an inbound shipment. Okay, for that ordered quantity or ordered inventory. Okay, then we can straight away allocate that inbound shipment material as soon as we receive it. Okay, so this is the flow through flag which will enable a cross docking. Okay, we already discussed about wave flag. Partial allocation. Okay, so if you want to allow the partial allocation, then this flag will be flagged. Okay, this will be legal. Only deallocate on short. Yesterday also we discussed. So let's say if you're doing a short pick of if you're doing a short pick, if you're doing a short pick, then system means WMS have two options. It will deallocate or it will cancel the quantity that you are short picking. Let's say here I have five quantity ordered five quantity. I got allocation of five quantity. Now I am picking that five quantity. I didn't got the five quantity on location. I got only three quantity. Two quantities missing. Now if I do a short pick, then system have system can do two things. Either it can change this five ordered quantity to three, whatever you picked, or it will deallocate the for that quantity. Okay, so it will only allocate that three quantity whatever you have picked. Okay, so if you keep it as deallocate only deallocate on short, then you are eligible, means that order is eligible for reallocation, means you can do you can run wave, and again you can allocate that sales order. Okay, that's how the this flag will work, only deallocate on short. Got this? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay, then I'll not cover this one because I'll see one scenario and then I'll show that. Okay, GDD printing. If that order requires goods delivery, document printed, then you can use this flag. Allocate during peak, already discussed. Okay, single order on multiple loads. If you want to allow, okay, this is only um, allow allow with warning and do not allow. If you allowing this, then you can ship one order on multiple loads. You can do multiple shipments for that order. Got this? You can do multiple shipments for that order, so you can ship that material partially. That's how system will take it. Okay, next thing is work order type. Okay, work order type is like I already discussed. If you use a kitting orders, then you can give a work order types. Make to order, make to stock. Make to order means assembly, make to stock means disassembly. So there are work order types we have, we need to create it and then we can use it here. This is again a pre-pack. Break pre-pack means, again, you have a parent item, okay, and you cannot ship it, then you need to break pre-pack and then only you need to ship it if you flag this. Okay, then next is lock code for transfer shipment. Transfer shipment is if you are shipping material from one facility to another facility. While doing so, do you want to add a lock code over it? Okay, so that material will not be mixed up with the inventory. Okay, then block packing manifesting. It will not allow manifesting of the packed OBLPN. Okay, then return ASN shipment type. Similar to this, okay, similar to this is working in a transfer shipment. This is in this flag means this field will be used in return ASN. What type of shipment you want to create while doing a return ASN? Just few minutes back we created this inbound shipment, right? So what type of inbound shipment it should create while doing a return ASN? We haven't given any inbound shipment, so that's why it is blank. Okay, but if you give a inbound shipment type, and if you use the specific order type to create a return ASN, then system will create a this this ASN type, shipment type, we can say. You got this? This will get created while doing a return ASN. Then there's a flag for allow expired inventory. System will allow expired inventory. Okay, the next is required back order flag. You can do a back order. I'll see if I can cover this in a scenario. You can do a back order of that sales order. Okay, and this is eligible lock code for allocation. So if you want to allow a specific lock code inventory, then you can populate a specific lock code here, and this order will always allocate from that lock code only. So when this is used, let's say you got a return from vendor. Okay, if you got a return from vendor, here you receive material RTV, and then you are sending that material to your vendor. Okay, so what you can do, you can apply a lock code on that material as RTV, and then you, if you want to allocate the same lock code material, you will populate here RTV. Then system will only allocate the material which is having RTV lock code. Okay, so it will restrict that allocation to the specific lock code only. You got this? Hello.
Yes, yes, Raju.
Okay. Uh, okay. So we are good for the sales order creation and the order type. Now the next thing is allocation and picking task creation. Okay. For allocation and picking task, we have two options. Okay. So as per the order type, you have two options. You can do a wave run, or you can allocate during pick. Correct. So you can allocate during pick. So we will first see the wave allocation. We'll go to wave templates. You remember yesterday we discussed about replenishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, in replenishment we saw like how you can allocate the material, how you can create a task for picking, right? Same same thing happen. Same thing will happen here. Okay, in wave template, you will allocate the material, you will create the picking task. Instead of replenishment task, now you will create a picking task. That's the only difference. Okay. Hello.
Yes, Raju.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll take a break, and then we'll start wave template. Okay. We'll just create a new wave template. We will allocate it, and we will try to execute a picking task for that sales order that we created. Okay. We'll be back in few minutes.
Means, sorry, first creation and then picking and then allocation, huh?
Yeah, because if you want, I can use an existing one. Okay, but I think it is good.
No,
We'll create a
no,
new
I
one.
mean to say like I need to understand what are the stages we have. That's what I wanted to.
If it is, if the wave template is created, you can use the existing wave template to allocate and create a task. No problem.
Okay, we'll see the after the picking.
Ha ha ha. Hello, guys, you back?
Yeah, Raj.
Okay, I'll reshare. Okay, you see, I was saying for the wave template, na. So wave template, these existing we can use, but we'll create a new one. Okay, what things we will need? First thing is, arey yaar. Okay, first thing is allocation rule, and then task template. Okay, it got refreshed. Sorry, will take a minute. Okay, so we created a sales order. By interface I'll show you that. Okay, um, then we are into wave template. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just see. We'll create a wave template. God. Okay. Okay, this is a wave template. uh, so now you see. Okay, first we'll need to create a allocation mode, but yeah, I'll use that existing one. Okay. Okay, allocation mode method you can give FIFO, LIFO, or uh, like first expiry first out, last expiry first out. Have you ever heard about these methods? You already discussed yesterday, but yeah, again. Then quantity descending, ascending. Okay, so system will check the expiry and also the receive date. Okay, I'm using a FIFO, so it will see the receive date. Okay, and as per the receive date it will check whatever first we have received, it will allocate the first received material. Okay, then we can choose the allocation mode. I'll just check reserve from units, pick from active. Okay, I'll just check. I'll do it from reserve for unit. I don't know what they have configured. I'm using the existing one only. Okay, the allocation mode, the same thing we discussed, like allocation rule only. Okay, mode is. Then wave search method. Okay, this is wave search. This will. Okay, I'll create a new details. Okay. We'll need three things: allocation mode, task template, and wave search. Okay, so I'll create allocation mode ec alloc. Okay, here we want to allocate it from only active because we have material in active. We can do it in reserve also. Okay, but first we will allocate it from active and then reserve. Okay, so I'm giving it as a check the allocation from active first. We can give the restrict area and restrict allocation zone as we discussed yesterday. Okay, then allocation uom is units because we only keep unique units in active. Okay, then distribution mode. Okay, this is the important one. Distribution mode, if you want. Okay, I'll just come to the slides that is much more descriptive. Okay, so that's a distribution mode. Okay, so for distribution, uh, have we discussed this before, Govardhan?
I think no.
No, no.
No,
Okay.
no, no, Raj.
Okay, so distribution mode we have four distribution modes. Okay, first in first is no distribution, no residual. Okay, so no distribution and no residual, it means system will try to fulfill the allocation by keeping no distribution, sorry, no residual. Residual means if you allocate it from a LPN, it will try to find out there. It will not allocate partial from that LPN, partial quantity from that LPN. Just like here, okay. So let's take example. You have order one for SKU1 5 quantity, order 2 SKU2 10 quantity, order 3 SKU1 10 quantity. Okay. Now, if you run a alloc means wave template, if you, and you keep this distribution no residual allocation mode, then what system will do? You see, for SKU1 you have stock for in LPN1 and LPN2. So this SKU2 stock we don't have. Okay, we have stock for SKU1. Okay, so how much quantity, the order quantity, complete order quantity is 15, 5 plus 10 15. Correct. We have this 20 quantity LPN and 15 quantity LPN. Okay, system will prefer this LPN only. It will not allocate from this, because if you allocate from this, there will be 5 quantity of residue. Agree?
Yeah.
So here 5 quantity residue will remain. So that's why system will not allocate from this LPN. System will allocate from this LPN. It will try to allocate full LPN, and it will not keep any residual ahead. Means in back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for this allocation, you will use distribute no residual. Okay, this type of allocation. If you want full LPN allocations only. Correct. So this
Yeah.
method is full LPN allocations only.
But which priority it will select, Raju? It will it will choose what is on what basis the priority it will select this effective.
Priority priority like FIFO, LIFO, whatever method that you are giving, it will check that. Okay, but at last system will try to find from where you are getting a full LPN and there won't be any residue. System will prefer that LPN first.
Okay.
Okay, so that priority like FIFO, LIFO, receive date and expiry date, that will be checked. Okay, that will be checked, no problem. Next thing is no distribution. Okay, no distribution, this mode is used for units allocation and full LPN allocation. No distribution, it is used for units and full LPN allocation. You got this? If you use units and LPN, you can use this no distribution allocation. uh, Next thing is, now there are two things. One is distribution and residual. Okay, just reverse of this. Residual okay means system can do a partial receipt, sorry, partial allocation. Same example here, and now you can allocate the stock from 20 quantity LPN. Okay, so partial allocation is possible if distribution and residual okay allocation mode you have given. Okay, then next is yeah, you're saying
Ra-
anything?
yeah, Raju, second point for units and the full LPN.
Full
Any
LPNs, yes.
example, Raju?
Yeah.
Any example
uh,
you can tell?
Example means, see this allocation whatever allocation is happening, if it is units or LPN. Okay, if you are using, I'll tell you, if you are using this allocation as units or LPN, you can go with the no distribution method, no distribution mode.
Okay.
Okay, it will not distribute the quantity. Okay, of course, right? Because these are
Hmm.
the lowest UOMs, units and LPNs. These are the lowest, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you can use it no distribution. um, Next is, okay, yeah, here distribution residual okay means you can do a partial receipt. Sorry, partial allocation. Why I'm giving always partial receipt? Okay, partial allocation system will allow. Correct. Here, system will not allow partial allocation. Correct.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The last one is consolidate and distribute. This we discussed yesterday. It will consolidate the allocation from multiple location, and it will distribute to the final location. So this is used for internal picking and replenishment, right? It will be used for replenishment. Yesterday we used this. Mm, you see, consolidate and distribute. Okay, the
Correct.
same thing. Okay, so this used consolidate and distribute used in case of internal picking and replenishment. Okay, as of now I am using this unit, so I'll use no distribution. I'll save this. Second sequence I will give. Okay, uh, I want to get it allocate from reserve. If the stock is not there in active, then check for reserve. In units, no distribution I'm keeping. Okay, now the allocation mode is set up. We will create a task template. Give me a moment of records. Okay. I'll create a EC test pick. It is a regular one. Okay. We are not doing cycle count and put away. It is picking, right? So in detail, whatever whatever allocation mode we discussed now, we will match the active and reserve. Okay, allocation UOMs in task type. Okay, so first thing is active pick, right? This is active pick, active units, correct? So the matching task type is NC pack active, NC picking. Okay, so someone might have changed the task type, but yeah, I'll check NC picking. What is the task type? NC pick, NC active pick. You see, NC pick active. So you need to match whatever allocation mode you are using, correct? Then only system can able to find create a task. Okay, so for active picking, I am choosing this NC picking because task type is active pick. Okay, for reserve pick, next thing is reserve pick, right? This is from reserve units, correct? Now here I will use reserve unit. Why I am using this? Because we have given a modes like that, correct? Active units and reserve units. So matching task types are active picking and reserve units. Okay, so I'll save this. So I'll not give any selection and ordering criteria, but yeah, I will just go back, and now I can use this task template. Sorry, task template on wave template. Okay, we have created this. I will also create one wave search criteria. Wave template searches. This wave
In,
search
in, in order
criteria.
to ship this material, it isn't all mandatory, na? View template,
Yes, this is mandatory.
allocation,
This is mandatory, right? We need to allocate that material and then we need to pick, pack, and
ship
ship,
the material.
right? Huh.
Okay.
But this is predefined only. Once you define one template, that is fine. Okay, you can use
Okay.
it and you can use it for multiple orders. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. So wave template searches. This wave template searches is used for, to select the sales order for allocation. It will just a filter criteria to select the orders. Okay. So I'll just EC pick. Okay. You can straight away give the order number, or you can just give the created status. Okay, there are few more things. You can search it with item attributes, season codes, on item ship date details. You have the dates on sales orders. That's how system will find what are the orders which will lie in these dates. Okay, and then system will find filter those orders for uh, allocation and task templates, sorry, task creation. Okay, then this flag is again important one. Okay, so if you are running a wave, okay, so whatever flag it is here in wave template searches, that has to match with the order type, whatever you are selecting for picking. If it is if it is mismatch, if you are saying allow expiry here on order type, and allow expiry flag is not enabled here, then system will not filter that sales order. Why? Because criteria is different, right? You are saying your order type is allowing expiry, but order search criteria is not allowing expiry, so that sales order will not be get filter. Okay, so you have to match this allow expiry flag. Okay, then there are some custom fields. These all details are there on sales order header, so that's how you are filtering the orders for allocation. Correct? Hello. You are
Yeah, yeah.
filtering the orders from for allocation. I'm not making it complex, so what I'll do, I'll straight away give the order number. Okay, I'll straight away give the order number, so that system will only pick this order only. Okay, I'll give this. I've saved. Okay, you can also give some order types. You can give the order types, so that system will system will filter the order types for allocation. See, means this wave search criteria will only consider sales order types orders. Our order type is sales order. Yeah, it will pick. You got this? There is a dynamic wave search also. If you want to do it like you want to allow some special or maybe complex filter criterias, then you can add it. Okay, you can use it like you see. You can give the selection criteria. If the item flag is white, then only system will select this wave template kind of. Okay, you will create the dynamic wave search, and you can attach it here, dynamic wave search criteria. Okay, here you can attach it. I'm not giving any of this because we don't have that complex scenario. But yeah, we are straight away giving the order number. Okay, now I will close this again, and I will
Your voice is breaking, Raju.
open
Raju?
it
Yeah.
because we created new setups that has to. Okay, now I will create a new EC. I cancelled it. Hello, am I audible? Hello,
Yeah, sometimes it was breaking.
hello,
Sometimes,
am I audible?
yeah.
True.
Now you are audible
Okay.
because of this
So why I
online Webex.
okay.
So if you install the Zoom, it won't be this kind of issue, I guess. See, now we are not listening nothing from your end. We lost
Why
your voice,
I
Raju.
can I'll change my network. Give me a moment.
Hello, baby. ఎవడరాలేడు సౌత్ పొద్దున్నే మెసేజ్ ఎవరికి ఏ ఏ బై-
నా మ్యూట్ అనా.
ఓ సరే.
Hello, am I audible?
యా
Hello.
యువర్ ఆడిబుల్ నౌ.
Okay, I'll share my screen again. Okay. Sorry. I was here at Wave template. Why I cancelled? I mean, why I closed and reopened is because we created new setups. Na, that has to reflect here. So that's why it will get refreshed if we reopen it. Okay. Now we can see. I'll give the FIFO as allocation method. More we created, right? EC alloc. Okay, and then wave search criteria we created EC pick. Okay, then task template we created EC, yeah, EC test pick. Okay, there are a few more details, but yeah, I'll discuss that later. But yeah, the things that we already created, I'll use that and I will save this. Okay, yeah. This is the wave template we created. Okay, now we have two options. You can run a wave from here, or you have manual wave screen. Here you can select the sales order line. Okay, these are all order lines. Okay, you can select the sales order and you can run wave directly. Okay, easy pick, and you can submit. ah, that order is removed from here, it means it is allocated. You can check the wave result in wave inquiry. You see, this is the picking wave. Yesterday we were using replenishment wave. See, that's a difference. Okay, then template we used EC pick. Okay, wave search, allocation mode, all we used. Allocated quantities 5. Allocation things we can see here in allocation UI. Okay, there are now two two tasks. Okay, two from two location the quantity has to pick. Okay, two from AEC, two from one. Okay, AEC 101. Okay, from two locations you are picking. Now why this is happening? Why it is picking from? Okay, I'll just check. uh, Item. Why it is picking from these two location? Why it is not picking from the current quantity which is having higher? Correct, because you see the received timestamp. Mm, 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 mm. Expiry date. You only received timestamp. Huh? Expiry date. We don't have expiry also, but yeah. Okay. Uh, in active inventory, na receive timestamp won't come. Okay, receive timestamp won't come, but this quantity, the one that we are seeing here, this quantity is received before this one. Okay, so that's why it is showing like system have picked this inventory 3 and 2. Okay, if I would have like chosen like first expiry if last out, maybe, or maybe the other allocation method. Okay, quantity ascending or descending, then system have used the excess quantity, okay, where it is excess one. Okay, but yeah, that's a part of allocation method. Okay, so you need to understand what allocation method that you have provided, and accordingly system will follow it and it will try to allocate it. There's no issue in allocating it from multiple location, because we it works any of the way, right? At any way it works, right? You got the allocation, you got the task created. You can see the created task in task UI. There is a task UI. Here you will see the task is created. You see NC picking. This is in ready status. Next location you want to go to. Here there are two picks. One is from 101, another is from 102. Correct? 3 and 2. Okay. So okay, so here you will see the task is in ready status. If at any point of time if you want to hold this task, you can hold it. Now you'll see the status is on held. Okay, again you want to release it, you can release it. It will be in release status. Okay, so you can assign it to the specific user. Okay, that also you can do from here. Okay, you can change the priority so it will list out differently. Okay, in RF it lists out all the tasks na? Higher the priority, it will show it prior to all the tasks that are in ready status. Okay, let me log into the RF. Okay, and we will execute the task. Am I audible, guys? Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
Rajiv. Audible.
Mm, Frank gun password. Okay, I will share my screen again. Okay, you see the screen, RF screen. I'll go to OB execute task. Okay, then I will select the task. Okay, currently the higher priority is 1099. Okay, I'll just check. Ah, okay, the lower the priority, guys. Okay, I'll change the priority. Okay, I'll just show you how it works. Submit to. Okay, and what was our time task? I'll just check. This is our task. I'll just change the priority to 1. Okay, now we will again come here. 3 OB, 1 execute task. You see this 1359, now it is showing. Lower the priority. Okay, so it is like reverse way. It's not the higher one it will show first, lower one it will show. Okay, so it's like ascending only. Okay, so it will show. Okay, so I'll select it by directly entering task number. Now here it will ask for the OBLPN. Okay, now I'll give a OBLPN, any OBLPN 1359. Okay, for this OBLPN you can also generate OBLPNs. Okay, from IBLPN screen, blind labels. I'll use this mail. Okay, this is OBLPN. Okay, I'll use one label. So this will get printed to the printer that I have selected. Okay, and then you see, um, I can use this OBLPN. You see, I entered it. Now it is showing what location we want to pick it from. Okay, AEC 101. SKU is okay. Give me a moment. ATS or AST. Okay, this is what. This is the SKU. Three quantity to pick from this location and two quantity from this location 102. I'll give the item, then two quantity from this location. Task ended. Do you want to end all LPNs, OBLPNs? Yes. Okay. Now that is start. The task is completed. You see, where is the task? Okay. Task status is completed. Okay. Now you means we created a OBLPN. We can see it in OBLPN UI. You see this, there are two lines. Why two lines? Because you have different quantities, 2 and 3. Okay, it is packed in one OBLPN. Sorry, it is one OBLPN. You see, this is OBLPN number. Peak location were different, so that's why it is split. I mean, it is not split, it is into one container only. Your container is one, but it will show different lines because you have picked it from different locations. Any of the attribute is different, so that's why system will show it in different lines. Okay, now this load number is got assigned to this OBLPN. How it got attached? Because you have a maybe a company parameter or facility parameter. I don't remember, but yeah, I'll show you. Okay, you see assign load when packed. Okay, so whenever your OBLPNs get packed status, system will create a new OB load and it will assign that OB load to those OBLPNs which are packed. Okay, so that's why as soon as we pack this OBLPN, system have created this OB load and it got assigned to this OBLPN. You got this from where this setup is coming? I mean, from where this thing is coming? The configuration is in facility parameter. Now you can go to OB load. OB load you can go. You will see this OB load number is just got created. This is with, you see route is coming now. If I again create a new search order with same route, okay, then it will again attach to the same OB load. It will not create a new OB load because route is same. Correct? Makes sense, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Now you
Somehow
have got,
tough to understand this one, right?
sorry,
Little bit feeling complex.
little bit feeling.
No, kind of complex actually here.
It's not that complex, but yeah, wave template. I know you are still stuck with wave template only, I guess. Huh?
Correct.
Uh, okay, we'll cover that part again. Okay, we'll cover that part again. No problem.
Yeah,
So,
that would be better, I think so, Raj.
ha. We'll cover that part again. Okay, but let me complete this. Okay, so OBLPNs we packed, right? OBLPNs we packed. This is packed. Okay, now you can print shipping labels, print OBLPN labels, print OBLPN contents. So these are all details. You can create labels and you can assign it here. Okay, then it will get printed. Maybe by default there are some labels it will get print, but yeah, I won't be able to show it. Okay, let it be. Okay, and there are some buttons. You see this recalculate OBLPN status. If you stuck into the middle, you can select it. you can just recalculate the OBL pin status this way. Okay, then you can update LPN weight from here. Okay, length, width, height, you can update it. You can manifest the OBL pin details to parcel, FedEx, UPS, whatever parcel parcel, or maybe a ship wire you have. Okay, you can manifest there, you can demanifest it also. You can generate a shipping information. This will create an output response which will go to your host system. Okay, then yeah, this much details, these things you can do in OBLPN. Okay, now you have packed OBLPLs, you can load it into your you can load it into load. Okay, load is your outbound trailer. This is your outbound trailer only, right? So you can update few details here: trailer number, driver, seal, okay, PRO number, trailer type, okay, carrier, or weight, volume, everything you can update if you want. These are not mandatory detail, but yeah, if your business requires, you can update it. Okay, now how you can load those OBLPNs? This is just created status. Those OBLPNs still at pack status, or maybe in staged location. It is not here loaded into a trailer. So how you can load it? Now you have two options. You can load it from here. You see load stop. If you load stop, that will get loaded. You see loading started. Okay, it is loaded into. Okay, now we will see OBLPN status. You see loaded. Now this has loaded to OB load, the trailer, we can say. Correct. Now you can ship it. Here is the ship button. You can also close load. Okay, close load, it means you are closing a container. Okay, just imagine that you loaded and you are closing a load. Loaded, status is loaded. Now it was open for loading, and now you have closed the load. Okay, you see, now you can ship the load. By pressing this button, you will ship the load. Ship in progress. It is shipped. You see the OBL pin status. This is shipped. You see the order status. This has to be shipped now. You see, this is um this is how you can create a sales order. You can fulfill it, you can pack it, and then you can load it and ship it. Okay, so this is um in and out process for outbound. There are um many scenarios in it. It's just the one example. You can add multiple scenario, we will discuss it. Okay, now we will again cover the wave template again in the next session, I guess. Okay, because it will again take time. Okay, but the thing is, wave template will be used for allocation of the ordered quantity, and then task creation, picking task creation. Okay, and only one thing we need to remember: whatever allocation type that you have, you are giving, like active units, reserve units, you need to match these allocation types with the task types, because that's how system will create a task for those allocation. So let's take example how it violates. Okay, violates, it means if I give it here 3 location reserve, UOM, let's say packs, I'll say distribution, no distribution, or maybe yeah, distribution and residual. Okay, okay. I'll give packs. If allocation happens for pack, then how system will understand this have to be, create means system have to create a picking task for pack. Do you follow? How system will know that system need to create a picking task for packs and not for units, not for lpns, this is for packs. So that's why you need to match the, you know task type with the allocation mode that you have given. Okay, so I'll create a sequence number here. Now we have a matching task type as packs, reserve inner packs. This is the matching task type to create a, you know picking task for packs, allocated packs. Okay, and then I can save it. This is how you need to match the allocation type with the task types. Then only system will create a picking task for the allocation, or it will simply allocate it but it will not create a task type, sorry, task picking task for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we will again go through this, but yeah, it will again take much time, so I'm not again starting it, but yeah, this is how we will, create a sales order. We will fulfill it, we'll pick pack it, we will load it, and we will ship it. Okay, this is just one example. We will see multiple scenarios how we can do it. We will also see cubing, we will also see pick and allocate. Okay, there are many scenarios here in outbound. Okay, we will see, and I'll see how much we can cover, because not every scenario we can, cover, but yeah, I'll show you the
At least,
combination.
at least like
Hi,
business,
ha
which
ha,
and all it
business.
has been using. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Cubing, the important one, or maybe whatever I have observed till now, these are the important scenarios, or maybe, the mix of the processes which are important one.
Okay.
We'll configure and we will see that.
Okay. So PPT, what you are no, referring, right?
Ha,
Already,
ha, ha.
did you share that PPT?
I will share. I will share. I will
Okay.
share. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll share the
Okay.
PPT also this week.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll suggest you just you just do some hands-on with your scenario or new data. Okay.
Exactly.
Then
Yeah.
only,
Yeah.
then only you will get to know what are,
Understood.
yeah, and otherwise you will see things are working very smoothly.
Good.
Okay, these are not
Yes.
like that. You know for replenishment, I tell you, yeah, please do it, otherwise you will find out it is very, it is very complex. It will not work in one go. Allocation works, but yeah, replenishment didn't work.
Mm.
For me also it didn't work at the time of, in previous session. I told you, right?
Good.
I'll do the setup and we'll discuss.
Mm.
That's how. Okay, take your
Okay.
time and
Yeah.
do some hands-on again. Okay, we'll come and come up with some, like, doubts, or maybe whatever, challenges that you face, and we'll discuss it. And we'll start again from here in next session.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Raju.
Yeah, no problem. Chalo. Bye. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.